Hello, thank you for joining the session. First, I would like to check if everything is okay with the sound and the screen. So in GoToWebinar dialog, please raise your hands if you can see my screen and if you can hear me. Okay, thank you. So my name is Renata Iociene and I'm application engineer of Tools for Revit. Today we will talk about the products that goes for fast documentation. So first, like always, just very short information about our company. AGA CAD is the pioneer in development of Autodesk Revit add-ons and professional BIM software in ISC fields. We are gold partners of Autodesk, and also we have authorized the training centers and certification centers. At the same time, we are authorized developers. At the moment, we have sold over 5,000 commercial licenses and in 45 countries, and our main web pages, agacad.com and toolsforrevit.com. We are operating since 1991, and we have departments in programming, project management, training, consulting, and sales. And this is our main team that works with Tools for Revit. So our main goal is to eliminate the waste of time and increase your work productivity working with Revit. Actually, we can divide all our products into 7 main parts. Here in the top place of the cycle, we have MEP Engineering Pro. So here we have products for MEP engineers. One goes for fire protection system and projects with the name Smart Sprinklers. Then we have Smart Diffusers or heating. And actually last week we have released new product with the name Smart Hangers. So it allows you to distribute hangers in the project according to different rules. And the hangers automatically can be attached to any element you want, for example, to the floor or to the roof. It can be sloped faces and so on. So it's very powerful and very flexible product for distributing hangers in the project. Then we have Cut Opening Pro. Also, it's solution for making openings around the ducts, pipes, cable traces, and conduits. Then we have BIM Tree Manager. At the same time, very powerful product for managing parameters and parameter values that are used in the project. So here you can replace elements, change the values, add additional information to the families or to any other system objects in the project. So it's very easy and powerful product for managing your data in the project. Then we have 3 products under the Sustainable Design Pro. Then one more group is Revit Content Management Solution. Here we have 4 products for managing your library. One product is Smart Browser that is free of charge, and actually you are welcome to download that product, and it's really free of charge. And then there are 3 additional products where you can, for example, with Smart Browser Pro, you can modify your families that are located in your library, and so on. Then we have another group with the name Wood Framing Pro, and here we have products with the names like Rafter Plus, Truss Plus, Wall Plus, and right now we work on Floor Plus. And one more part is Tools for Revit, and here today we will talk about those 5 products that goes for actually those 5 products. They are located in one pack. It could be actually located in one pack with the name Fast Documentation. And here we have products like Dynamic Legend, Quick Dimensions, Sort Mark, Smart Sheets, and Excel for Revit. Actually, in Tools for Revit group, we have another products like Smart Walls or Smart Floors, Insert Elements, Cut Opening, or Rust Manager, for example. So those 5 products, they go for documentation, for making legends, or adding dimensions automatically, for numbering elements, for adding Excel data into Revit project, and for making sheets. So in the end of the session, you are welcome to ask any questions. So actually, you can add your questions into GoToWebinar dialog, and in the end of the session, I will try to answer them. Let's start now with the Sort Mark. This is a powerful tool for numbering elements in different ways, and actually it doesn't matter what kind of standard you have in your company or in your country, how you're numbering your elements, still Sort Mark can handle with that. Right now I'm going to Revit project, and let's start with the grids. For example, if we do any changes with the grids, we can automatically renumber them. Like you see here in my dialog, I am deleting the grid and other grids are changing automatically. At the same time, if I add new grids, those grids will be renumbered again. It's because our Sort Mark tool, you can find any of the documentation products under the separate Tools for Revit document tab. And our Sort Mark tool, it has grid numbering functionality. And here I added a tick under the automatically sort grids. So that's why my grids are renumbered automatically. Actually, anytime you can switch that off, and you can do any changes you want. I mean, right now the grids will be not renumbered automatically, but still you can go anytime into grid numbering, and here you can add your own numbers. And actually you can select the grids you want like this, and you can renumber only your selected grids. And after pressing OK, the tool will renumber those grids for you. Another feature is that you can renumber all other elements. Right now, like rooms, spaces, and sheets, there are 3 categories that are the most popular, so that's why they are here. But actually, it doesn't matter if you use any other category. It could be a door, or a window, or structural connection, or column, or beam. You can renumber all those elements under element numbering. So it goes for all categories that are created in the project. So let's say right now I'm not satisfied with the room numbers, and I would like to renumber them according to the level where the room is located. So right now I'm going into room numbering. Here I have to pick parameter where the tool will add the values, where the final result will be located. So right now I'm going to add the values into number parameter. And here we have a dialog where you can select parameters that will be used for grouping, for numbering, for sorting, and for getting the final number. So right now in my grouping tab, I have selected level number because I want to isolate my numbers according to the level where those rooms are created. At the same time, in the left side, you will get all list of parameters that are in the room category. At the same time, you will get additional parameters that are our created. So our created parameters will be marked with a special symbol. So you will know that those parameters are our created parameters additionally for that category. Then for the numbering tab, I selected instance ID, so my room number will be unique. Every room number will be unique. Right now, maybe in the sorting tab, I will keep it empty because sorting tab shows what will be the order of the room numbers. And in the final sort mark tab, I will say that first I would like to see level number and then our calculated result that will be created with the 2 digits. So after pressing OK, the tool will renumber all my rooms that are created in the project, and the final result you will find under the number parameter. So that's it. We have renumbered all our rooms in the project. And I would like to show one more feature in the sort mark is that you can add your own sorting position. Let's say we can add sorting of our rooms according to the X and Y direction, but here I would like to show one feature that you can draw your own sorting direction. For example, right now I'm creating the direction with the model lines. Let's say I created the model lines, and right now the model line goes from my bottom corner of the project, then it goes to the top, and then it goes to the right side, to the left side, sorry. And right now we have in the room numbering, we can come back again. And in the sorting tab, I will pick one additional our created parameter that allows you to sort your elements according to the model lines. Here you can add your own tolerance, and now after pressing OK, the tool will let you to pick the lines from the project. So right now I will pick those 3 lines. And that's it. The tool will renumber my rooms, but right now the room order will go in exactly in the same direction like my lines were created. So that's very powerful case. That's very powerful functionality in the case if you want to show your own sorting direction. One more feature of sort mark is that, for example, let's say that we want to renumber our doors. So right now I will pick any door from the project. I'm going into element numbering. And again, like as before, you have to pick parameter where the final result will be added. And here, again, I can say how I would like to renumber my doors. So let's say in the grouping tab, I will choose room number. Then in the numbering instance ID, in the sorting, maybe right now it will be empty. And in the final sort mark, I will say that I would like to see the room number where the door opens. Then I will add some suffix and then our calculated result. And that's it. All doors are renumbered. Maybe I will change the scale for you could see the values better. And we see that the door numbers are changed and the doors are renumbered according to configuration we did. At the same time, if you will do any changes in your model, for example, I will change the swing direction of my door, or I will change position, or maybe I will add extra elements. Anytime I can come back again into element numbering. The tool will remember your last configuration. At the same time, you can actually save that configuration for your future projects, and actually you can later you can share that configuration with your colleagues. And after pressing OK, again the tool will renumber all my doors. One more feature of the sort mark is that you see that when we have renumbered the doors, those old doors were renumbered as well. But I will come back again, And let's say I want to keep those door numbers, and let's say in my projects they have to be the same, because for example I have used them in my schedules, and I maybe I did some sheets and actually let's say that those door numbers, they have to be the same and they have to stay the same like before. So in the element numbering we have possibility to pick enable non-compact numbering. So after pressing OK, so only the door that I changed, only that door, we changed the number only for that door, but all other doors were the same. So the tool will keep the same numbers for the old elements. Actually, the same numbering method we can use for any other category. Let's say if I'm going into my structural project, and here I have structural connections. Here in this project I have more than 1,000 different structural connections, and let's say we would like to remember them, and the structural connection has to have a mark that comes from the host, from the column or from the beam. So right now we can go again into element numbering, and here again you can do your own configuration where we'll say that structural connection will be grouped according to the host ID. Then we will use type name for numbering, then set position for sorting our structural connections, and in the final result we will have the mark of the host and then our calculated result. And that's it. After pressing OK, the tool will renumber all my structural connections in the project. So here I have more than 1,000 different structural connections in the project. And that's it. We will see those numbers here. One more feature of the sort mark is that you can add swing directions, swing direction values for doors. Let's say I'm going into swing direct. I would add to swing direction value into my door. Actually, you can select any other parameter, from the door category, but at the same time you can create your own parameter, and that parameter will be shared, and that parameter you will be able to use later in your tags and schedules. So after pressing OK, you can add your own parameter. So we will create a new parameter with the name swing direction for doors. You can change your group of that parameter if it's needed. And right now you just need to add the symbols that will go for the left side and for the right side doors. So right now the tool will work for all the doors. The final result will go into the swing direction parameter, and it will go for all doors in the project. That's it. Every door will have a swing direction parameter with the real swing direction values. Actually, that values you can use again in the sort mark. Again, if I'm coming back into element numbering, anytime I can change my configuration. Let's say for the numbering I will use type name. Maybe for the sorting it doesn't matter. And right now we will add a suffix according to the type name, and additionally we will add instance swing direction parameter. And that's it. Right now the door numbers are changed according to different configurations. So right now we see the number of the door that goes for each type, and then we get the swing direction value. Okay, I'm coming back into my previous structural model. One more feature of sort mark is that you can add orientation if it's needed. I mean, every door or window will have north or west or east value, and also you can add mirror or flip orientation values. It will go for the windows and furnitures or any other categories. So right now, one more feature that I want to show is calculate elevations. Let's say we have beams here, and we would like to get the real elevation. So right now, we will create new parameters. So it will be bottom elevation. And here you can add your elevation. I mean, what kind of elevation you would like to add. It could be top or bottom, and it could be shared elevation or project elevation. And that's it. Right now, every frame will have bottom elevation parameter with its values. The same we will do, and we will create top elevation values. It's very handy because right now we have top and bottom elevation values, and that values goes from the 0 point of the project. Because like you see, for the beams with a regular Revit, we can't get the real elevation. We can just see the level where the beam is located, but we can't know, and we can't get the real elevation from the 0 point. And we can get, right now we did this for the project elevation values, but at the same time we can do that for the shared elevations. So if I will come into the schedules, right now in the left side, anytime you will be able to pick pick bottom elevation parameter and top elevation parameter. And you will be able to display those values in this list. One more, the last feature is calculate coordinates. So it will show you the real coordinates. Let's say if I have a column, or at the same time you can do that for the beam or for any other category. I can go into calculate coordinates. Again, we will create a new parameter, x and y, and you can choose any parameter you want. I mean, you can choose any calculation method. For example, right now we will take that we want to see the middle point shared value, x and y values. And right now, for every column, we'll have additional parameter x and y, and here you will get x and then y values. Again, that parameter can be used in the schedules and tags. So with the sort mark, you can very easily renumber your elements in different ways. And actually, it doesn't matter what category you want to renumber. So it will work for all categories, and so it doesn't matter if you are an MEP engineer or structural engineer. And at the same time, you can save that configuration for the future projects, and you can share your numbering configuration with other colleagues. And it's really a time-saving product. Another one is quick dimensions. Very easy and very quick tool for adding dimensions automatically. I'm going back to my previous project. And here again, under the Tools for Revit document tab, we have quick dimensions. First functionality is very easy. It just adds dimensions between elements that are selected in my configuration. Here you can pick any category you want. You can add your own rules, how you would like to add dimensions between the outer faces or between the center lines. That configuration you can save for your future project. And that's it. We can go into insert dimensions, and I just need to pick the point from what point to what point we want to add dimensions. And that's it. The tool automatically will add those dimensions between my selected points. So again, I can press enter, and for example, from this point to this point. Enter, and from this point to this point. So it's very quick tool for adding dimensions automatically. The same if we have MEP project. Let's say here we have ventilation system. And we would like to add dimensions between those elements. So again, with insert dimension, you can just pick elements from what point to what point you would like to add automatical dimension. So again, we can press enter, and for example, from this point to this point. Enter, from this point to this point. So it would be a very easy way for adding dimensions. One more feature, if I will come back into my plan view, is that you can add automatically 2 or 3 dimension chains. It's very handy for architects especially. First I will show you very quickly configuration, and here you can see that you can add 3, 2, 4 or 5 dimension chains. For example, like here in the first dimension chain, we will add wall ends and openings. In the second, we will have wall ends and grids. And in the final third one, we will have just wall ends. Again, you can save that configuration for your future project. And right now it's very easy. I just need to pick 2 walls or any kind of amount of the walls I want for the one side of my building. Actually, here we have a tool that automatically selects the walls for one side of the building if it's needed. And with pre-selected walls dimensioning, I just need to pick the point where the first chain will be added. And that's it. We will have here 3 dimension chains. The same I will do for that side of the building. Just pre-selected walls dimensioning. I'm pressing where the first dimension chain should be added, and that's it. And the tool will add a dimension that comes from your project. So you can create your own style with your own settings, and the tool will add that dimension chain. Dimension chain using that style. The same, I can select those 2 walls, press selected walls dimensioning, and click the point somewhere in the empty space. And that's it. That functionality will work not just for the plan views, but for any elevations or sections. Actually, all those functions will go for not just for the plan views, but for all other views as well. For example, if we have joint dimensions, we can pick that, and I can pick several dimension chains, and the tool will join them into one chain. And I did this in my section view. So Quick Dimensions is very easy tool for adding dimensions in different ways. One more product is Dynamic Legend. So it makes legends for you automatically with your according to your specific design. It adds elements into, actually, again, it can work for any category. It can work for the windows, doors, or any mechanical equipment, for the structural connections. If you can add the element into the legend view, so then you can make the legend with our tool. So again, I'm coming back into my previous project. So first, I will pick the sample block. So here you can create your own sample block with your own design, with your own, because here just we have simple lines, dimensions, and just you have to add any text to the place where the parameter names will be. And here we will have the parameter values, so this is our special symbol. But all that methodology, how to create the sample block, you can find in our eHelp, or you can download the sample project with that block. And we are going into dynamic legend. So when the block is created, you just need to pick that, go into create edit legend. And here you will find the table, the list with all doors or any other category you want. So actually with select categories you can change the category if you want, and with select parameters you can add any other additional parameters. Let's say we will have the width and height. We can change the order of parameters. Okay, and we can make a legend. So with pick columns, you just need to pick the columns, and with the pick rows, you just need to pick elements that will be arrayed to the right side. As you see, for the first column, parameter, the text were replaced with parameter names. And after pressing OK, now the tool will create a legend, a door legend, with all those values, with all those parameters. In the end, you will see a count of elements that are used right now in the project, and the dimensions will be automatically changed. So anytime you can come back, if you are not satisfied with the data, you can come back again into create edit legend. Let's say I will delete the table and I will change parameters. Let's say I will add swing direction. It's the parameter that I created before, so I can pick that and I can make I can use that parameter in making my legend. Right now I will use swing direction parameter for grouping my amount of elements. So right now here I will get amount of my elements, and it's grouped according to the family name, type name, and then swing direction. Anytime actually I can filter. Maybe I don't want to get all doors right now. I just want to filter and to pick just some amount of my families or types. And with pick rows, again, we can finish the legend. And that's it. We changed the legend, and right now we see only the single panel doors, but we have used swing direction, and as you see, our component in the legend was rotated according to the swing direction value that we used here. One more feature is that you can use images instead of components. Maybe sometimes you are not satisfied with your component look, and maybe your component that was used in the Revit project is not finished yet, but still you need to make a legend. So here you can use very simple images. You just have to import the image from the from any catalog from your computer, and the main thing is that image name has to be the same as the family name. So right now, again, if I will try to create the legend, as you see, you can pick any category. Right now we will do that for the doors, but at the same time you can do that for duct accessories, for the duct fittings, for air terminals, or for any category that was used in the project. Okay, maybe right now I don't need to have the string direction value, just a simple family name type with high and count. And let's try to make legend. And that's it. We use images right now instead of real components. So also it could be a feature for your and really nice looking legends for your project. One more example, like here, you can make legend not in the horizontal position, but at the same time in the vertical direction. For example, like here I did a furniture legend, and let's try to make it similar to structural connections. I'm coming back into my structural project, and here I have a sample block with two structural connection views. So it's structural connections, connection with a floor plan view and with elevation view. So right now I will pick that block. I'm coming back into create edit legend. Okay, I don't need to have width and height. I will add extra other parameters. Okay, and I will add also a row number, because here I would like to get the row number, and we will finish the table. So it's the same scenario, just we did the legend in opposite direction. So that's it. We did a legend with structural connections with two views, and we have row numbers here, and parameters are displayed as columns. So dynamic legend is really great product that allows you to create such really nice looking legends, and it's very easy to work with that product, because if you do any changes in the model, then dynamic legend will update all your created legends automatically. One more product is Excel to Revit. Actually, this one is a new product in the market, and it imports Excel data into a Revit project with its design settings. Such data can be synchronized later with the original Excel file anytime. Last week we have released a new version of Excel to Revit, and right now it has the possibility to map text and line styles between the Excel file and the Revit project. Okay, so let's say here I have an Excel file with some table, and let's try to add such data into our project. So I'm going into create tables. Here I have to pick Excel file. Again, I have to select the spreadsheet. Actually, right now we will create a new view, so the view name will be exactly the same like the spreadsheet, or if you want, you can change that anytime. And there are three options. You can make a table with the same text and line styles as it is in Excel. You can change the fonts, and you can take the font from the Revit project. And the new feature is that you can map and you can use text and line styles from the Revit project. So right now let's make a table like it is. And that's it. We did a table, and as you see, the the text and the lines are exactly the same as it is in the Excel file. Actually, those texts you can change anytime if it's necessary, and the tool created new text styles. As you see, our created text style will have the name with beginning Excel to Revit. So you will know that this text style is our created text style. And that view will be created in the drafting view. So here you will get such table. Actually, anytime if you will do any changes with your Excel data, and we will save the Excel. Anytime when we'll come back into the Manage Tables, the tool will let us know that this table has to be updated. And right now we can update the table. So the data will be automatically synchronized with the data from the Excel file. And the new feature is that you can map text and line styles between Excel file and Revit project. If we will go into Create Tables, again, I will select the same table. I will not create new table, I will change existing one. And we can use our own styles, line and text styles. So right now we can press Next. And here you will get the list of the line styles that are used in the Excel file. So you can, here you can add your own, and you can pick your own style that comes from the Revit project, from the current Revit project. And then you can add your own text styles if you want. Actually, anytime you can check, because here we have size converter. So you can add the value from the Excel. So the value from the Excel is indicated with the points. So if we have 11 points in the Excel, you will see what kind of values in millimeters and in inches we will have in Revit. And again, after Draw Table, the table will be automatically updated, and the line and text styles were mapped between the Excel file and Revit project. So Excel to Revit is new and very popular product right now that keeps design settings if you want to insert data from the Excel into Revit. And the last one is Smart Sheets. This is a product for making sheets automatically. I'm coming back again into Revit project, and let's say here we have one sheet with one view. And let's say we would like to create new sheets, and we would like to add all other plan views or ceiling views or I don't know, so any other views into the new sheets. So right now we can say that this sheet will be as our template. And right now we are going into Manage Sheets. Here you will get the list of the sheets that are already created in our project. And here you will have functionalities, what you can do with those sheets. Right now we can create new sheets according to this one. So with Create New Sheets, you can pick the views that you would like to put into the sheets. Okay, and the tool will have 5 settings. We can say that we would like to keep the same scale, the same cropping for the new views, the same visual style, the same detailing level, and origin to origin is very powerful feature because it will keep the same view position. So when you will print all your sheets, you will see that the grids are exactly in the same position. So it's very important feature, because right now if you want to make sure that the grids are exactly in the same position, it's really not possible to do that easily. You have to make extra maybe reference planes or extra lines, and then you have to map those views manually. And right now the tool will create new sheets. So this is the list of the new sheets that the tool is going to create. Actually, if you want, anytime you can rename those sheet names, or you can change all other values. For example, with select parameters, you can select any other parameters, and you can modify those values automatically here. But after pressing OK, now the tool will create those sheets, and the tool will add our selected views automatically. As you see in the project browser, the tool is trying to create them here. Okay, now we have to wait a little bit, and we will get a report. Yeah, so we got a report that everything is okay. All those views are added into the sheets, and here we will see that those sheets are created. We can close the dialog, and we can check right now here that everything is okay. The tool created new sheets, and the tool added those views into the sheets according to our settings. As you see, I'm not very satisfied with the sheet names. Let's say our sheet name has to be the same as the view name. So again, we can solve that with Manage Sheets. I can select all my sheet names, and here we have functionality rename sheet name the same as view name. And that's it. The sheet name will have the same values as view names, and those sheets will be renamed automatically here. Right now, if we want to add extra views into those sheets, let's say I would like to add a schedule with my room data. So right now we can do in such way. I can go into Manage Viewports, and here right now we are working with the viewports. So here you will get the list of the viewports that were already used in the sheets, and right now we can replace them, or we can use them, we can duplicate them, but here we have a functionality that places new viewports on existing sheets. Again, the same settings, and the tool will show all views that were not added into the sheets yet. Let's say I will select those three schedules, and right now I have to say where those views will go. For example, this schedule from the third level will go into the sheet with the third level. This will go into that sheet, and this will go into this sheet. And after pressing OK, the tool will add those schedules into our sheets. So let's check it now. And as you see, everything is okay. We have a schedule with all those rooms from the third level. And the same is here. So Smart Sheets is a very powerful product for placing and for making sheets automatically, and for placing additional views into existing sheets. So that was the last product from Fast Documentation products from Fast Documentation Pack. One more that I want to say that please download our smart browser that is free of charge, and you can download that product from our webpage that is created especially for smart browser. It's Revit familybrowser.com. And actually, if you would like to try any of those products, you are welcome to visit our webpage. It's agacad.com. If you will go into the tools for Revit, here you can find detailed description about every product from the tools for Revit group. And here we have fast documentation. So here you can find the products that were described today. And under the download free trial, you can download a trial for 2 weeks. So you can download a trial for every single product, but at the same time, you can download the whole package. So the package, fast documentation package, will include those 5 products, and you will not need to download them one by one. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. I really hope that it was useful. So now if you have any questions, you are welcome to add those questions into the questions dialog.